All right, folks. Let's get to it. Some good news for the Biden administration. It looks like the International Longshoremen Association will be back to work tomorrow, October 4th, Friday, October 4th. Back to work as they come to a tentative agreement that will last to about January 15th, just enough time to pass the presidency, so nobody gonna be affected on it. It'll probably be a big thing if it's another debate. What happened? What are y'all gonna do for the longshoremen once you're in office? And it's been a week since the longshoremen have been on strike again. If they do, look like we're gonna watch the story. It's more coming out, so I'm reading up on it right now. It looks like the longshoremen came back to work with a wage amount of $4 per hour raise for each year of the 6 year contract. That's what it is right now. So it says 4 years increase. They were asking for $5. So to read this, it looked like they were asking for around a 77% bump, which would have been around $5. They made this temporary agreement for around $4. So I'm sure when it comes time, they're gonna be like, "Yo, we asking for $1 raise than we already been having for this last couple months." This information just coming in, so I'm looking at it right now. So everybody know Biden was under pressure to say, "Hey, use the Taft-Hartley Act, which would make them have to go back to work for 90 days." But the leader of the longshoremen already said, "Look, we could go back to work, but instead of moving, 30 crates a day, we might move only 8 or 4. Whoever knows? So we can go back to work, but we can move real slow." So, and I don't want to understand why Republicans was pushing. I seen a lot of Republican and Fox News pushing, saying that, hey, they're wrong for doing this. But I'm like, the Republicans are the ones for less government. So why would the Republicans be pressuring the president to make these American citizens go back to work? These are American citizens. They have a craft. They're good at something, just like the welders and the machinists and all these other workers. And just a month ago, Boeing machinists went on strike, and they came to a tentative agreement too. And there's about 30,000 of them. Listen, Americans didn't need this. With this going on and what's happening with FEMA in North Carolina, which I'll be dropping another video. Let's just see what this video has to say, and I'll keep my comments to myself at the end. I'll give mine. You can give yours too. Let's see what they say.
That breaking news right now, WJZ has just learned an agreement has been reached between longshoremen and the United States Maritime Alliance. There's Tara Lynch. She's been all week long following this strike. So tell us what you know, Tara.
Well, Denise, we're here exclusively with ILA Local 333 President Scott Cowan. Scott, you just made the announcement to your folks. The strike is over.
Yes, the strike's over. We got a call from our international. We're going to receive a 61.5% increase over the next 6 years.
Yeah, 61.
And we're going to have other language to protect us from automation worked out over the next few months. And
yeah, so that's what I was reading. I said 77. So they wanted a 77% raise. The company wanted to give them a 50% raise, but they ended up on a 65% raise. So essentially, in layman's terms, they wanted a raise of $5. They wanted a raise to they wanted a raise to $5. This is so petty. I'm just making sure I'm getting this right. They wanted a raise to $5. The union, the company said, "Nah, we'll do $4. We'll do $3, but offered $4 now for tentative." Let me make sure I'm saying that again, just so I'm clear, because that it messing me up too. The union, the longshoremen said, "Yo, we want $5 raise." The company said, "Nah, we'll give you a $3 raise." But now, in order to temporarily delay it, they agreed on a $4 raise. They're only $1 apart. That's crazy. Yeah, let's get back to it. That's crazy.
and other issues that we need resolved.
You're very business with me right now. What is your emotion for you and your members?
I'm happy for them so they can get back to work and take care of their families. I mean, they've been out here for 3 days around the clock, so this is a good thing for everybody. It's a good thing for the state, the port, and all the members here and all their families.
The money question, I think, is when will this port start to see action? When will people be back on the terminal grounds unloading and loading cargo?
Tomorrow morning.
What do you think that will be like? I mean, I've seen some of the emotion from some of your members who are just off camera from us now. They are thrilled. I mean, what does this mean to them?
It means that they can provide, put food on the table, pay their bills. They don't have to worry anymore, possibly losing their cars or their homes or anything like that. You know, we're just coming back off of a major catastrophe, maritime tragedy with the bridge collapse. We were out of work for 2 months. Now we're out of work for a few more days.
She made the cameraman have to zoom into a tighter shot because she was in the back playing around so much. It's crazy.
We're very excited to be back.
And talk to us about, why these members, you spoke to us exclusively earlier, but you said they deserve this raise. Not always do they get work. Not always do they pick up hours. Why is this wage increase so important? And why is protection against automation so important to you?
Well, the protection against automation is, robots don't pay taxes and they don't put food on your table. So it's very important to protect these jobs. And as far as, the cost of everything's up. These folks work during COVID night and day, getting goods to market. It's so important for them to finally get it on the back end of all the hard work that they put in for this country during COVID.
Scott, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it. We appreciate you speaking with us earlier as well, and congratulations on this new deal.
Sure, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right, Denise, back to you.
Well done, Tara. Thank you. Again, breaking. The strike is over. Workers will be back on
it. So listen, like I said, they wanted 5. They offered 3. Right now, they settled on 4 for the time being until January, and then the next president will have to worry about it. Until then, both presidential candidates going to have to take some questions about it. Like he was saying, that's important. They want protection. I didn't know, like, some guys was barely picking up hours, and that's nerve-wracking. You're barely picking it up, and you're probably seeing them bring this $100 million equipment in, and these new cranes and these new things and these robots that look like a little floor sweepers, and they getting boxes and putting them over here and doing it. And they're like, whoa, we're going to be out of here in a minute. So that's the American dream. You get, just like you have companies that's, what is that, like a no-fault fire state, Arizona. What, no fault? You can quit, or the employer could fire you. Some states on the East Coast is not. They got to give 2 weeks. They got to have a reason to fire you. No, that's a democracy. That's a capitalistic society. Hey, your boss could pay you whatever, right? They could say, "Hey, fast food workers, you want more money? No, we're not paying you more money. You better go get a degree or get a trade or learn how to do something." Okay, well, these guys know how to do something, and they say, "Hey, you better pay us for it, and we want to have job security. If you want us out here breaking our back, or we can go learn another trade." Instead of staying here for another 6 months and being replaced, we can go learn another trade, take our ass somewhere else. Nope. So I agree with that. And I'm with President Biden for not forcing him to go back. How would that look? I almost think the Republicans wanted him to do that so he could say, look at what he's doing. First they made us wear masks during COVID. Now they're making them go to work. That's not the American way. So I kind of disagree with some of the Republicans on that. But let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe, all that. Peace.